Parents, do you ever wonder how well you really know your kids? Well, if you'd like to develop a closer relationship with them, then listen up. Lisa Hein is a radio talk show host of Everyday Parenting and the author of the parenting book, I'm Doing the Best I Can. And she's here to offer up some great advice on how to develop better relationships and listen to our kids. First thing is, how well do we know our kids? Do we know them at all?
I don't know, because we're listening to them and we're hearing the words, but we're already thinking about what we want to say back to them. You know, I used to tell them, I've already walked in your shoes, you've never walked in mine. Well, that's garbage, because you know what? These children are doing a lot more things. They're being pressured from elementary school now. It used to be kind of safe in elementary, where they were still very innocent, but because of what they're seeing in us as the adults, as the parents. And I really think that it's time for parents to kind of just take a step back for a moment and just really listen to what is going on. What is the conversation? Are you allowing them to perhaps say what they need to say, and then you allow them to answer whatever concern it is, like bounce it back on them?
You know, it seems so tough, though, because we all use our past history and our experiences in life to give advice or to communicate with kids and to communicate with anybody. But today, how can we even relate to some of the kids when we haven't even experienced what they went through? With technology, with, you know, I mean, with everything, with the internet, they have access to so much more than we ever did. So how do we listen better and then offer good advice?
Well, I just really think, first of all, we need to chill out with all the technology, because the technology is tearing us apart. Okay. Their world is their world, and your world is your world. And you see it pulling us apart. They're this all day long. They're this. They're on the computer. How is anybody going to communicate? So we either let technology raise our children, or we sit down once a week around the dinner table, maybe not even around the dinner table, just time out to just say, how is it? What's going on with you? And the thing to learn is not to react to what you're hearing. Because when you start reacting to what they're telling you, you're losing, you've lost it. So you just sit there and you just breathe. We have to learn to understand that if we're not doing it, somebody outside's doing it.
Sure, and communication is a two-way street.
Absolutely.
So we have to work in this. If kids are starting to open up to us, we have to do everything we possibly can to help them do that.
Exactly.
So what are other ways to develop great communication skills?
Well, the first one is to sit down and talk, because we don't spend a lot of time with each other, because everybody goes to their own room.
Right.
You know, the minute they come in, it's like, hi, how are you? Fine. Okay, what does that mean? I'm fine. What do you mean, what does it mean? And we start out with this defensive. So what we do is everybody just like come in, hey, how are you? Good, whatever. Give some time for them to decompress. And then, I mean, I'm even talking about the little ones now, because I'm watching the little ones be in total control of a household. Mm-hmm. They're telling grandma or mommy or daddy what they want, and they're getting it. And the thing about that is when you start letting the children have reins, the communication is, it's all about me, the child, and I don't care what you say, because I'm going to get what I want, and I'm going to torment you until I get it.
We've seen that. That's definitely something a lot of us do. So we need to take the reins back. When we take the reins back, though, we have to slow down and listen to what they're saying.
Absolutely, because children today, like we were talking, they are more advanced.
Right.
And I don't know why. I mean, because you and I were talking about it earlier. We were Barbie kids.
Yeah,
hello. Yeah. And we had an imagination. Children today don't have imaginations. They don't know about jacks. They don't know about pickup sticks. They don't know about those kinds of things.
So is it as easy as just telling them to run outside for a while and run around the block with their friends? You know, get exposed to some fresh air, play with sticks as opposed to technology?
I'm totally for that. And how you're presenting all of this to them is what's important too. If they can stay on the computer the whole day, you've lost it. If you let them breathe and do some old-fashioned stuff, good to go.
All right, let's go back to some of the old-fashioned ways. Lisa Hein, good to have you here. All right, coming up, we're mixing Pilates and boxing for a fun new workout that you are going to love. So please stay with us.